Hello everyone and welcome back to my channel, and if you're new here, hi, my name is Nikki and thank you so much for clicking on this video. So today I am going to be talking about my experience in Korea as an exchange student. I've been thinking a lot about if I should even upload this week. With all the things that have been going on in the world right now, I'm sure everyone already knows what's been going on. I honestly don't have words for it, and I don't know, it just makes me so sad to just the whole topic. But since I still want to help somehow, at least, I decided to donate everything that I make off of this video. That's why there's gonna be a lot of ads during the video, but I'm gonna keep it limited because I don't want to pump this video with too many ads, if that makes sense. If you want to help more, which I highly encourage you would do so, we'll have some resources down below in the description box in case you did not already do your own research. And with that being said, I'm just going to continue with the actual video now. So as I said before already, I'm going to be talking about my experience in Korea as an exchange student. And honestly, I've been wanting to film this video for a long time now. There's like so much I can say about living there and studying there that I don't think everything was gonna fit into this video, obviously. So I decided that this video is just going to give you like a general overview. While I'm gonna be talking, I'm gonna insert some b-roll so that it's not gonna be too boring for y'all. If you want to see more videos about Korea, just let me know, like this video, whatever, so I know that you guys are interested. I divided this video into specific parts, so if you don't want to watch the whole thing, you can just go in the description box and click on the different timestamps in case you're only interested in one specific topic. So first up, just some general information about me. I am Nikki and I'm 20 years old and I live in Germany and I study in Berlin. I am in my 6th semester now. I'm majoring in business administration. I went to Korea in my 5th semester, so last semester. I went during the fall semester. I studied abroad in Korea University, or KU, or Koreode, or whatever you want to call it. If you are interested in the actual application process, I can also make a video about that, but I don't want to keep this video for too long. That's it for the general information about myself. And that is what you need to know, I guess. Also, I made some notes on my iPad, so if I'm looking down sometimes, I'm very sorry, but my English is not great. So overall, I can say I learned a lot of things in Korea. I did so many things that I've never thought I would do in my life. Not that many, but I guess a lot. Like, I met so many friends from all around the world. I ate so much food. Y'all, I gained so much weight. I am a food lover, so that was like heaven for me. But yeah, I met a lot of friends. Again, as I said, they were like from all over the world, honestly, and being there and being an exchange student there and just meeting so many people from different kinds of cultures, it just made me realize that wow, the world is so big, yet it is so small because we were all in the same place together and we're all from different areas of the world. It just made me broaden up my view, because my whole life I've been only living in Germany and experiencing Germany even if it's not Korea, but just go abroad in general. Yeah, it is just life-changing, honestly. Also, the reason why I went to Korea, specifically KU, actually there's not really a reason. I wanted to go somewhere that was like far away from Europe. I've never moved out. I will still live with my parents. Never really challenged myself because I was always afraid of. So I decided, you know what, I'm gonna go somewhere very far away, somewhere which is not Europe, because I've been to a lot of European countries and I feel like mostly it is like kind of similar. I wanted to go to Japan because I've been studying Japan. I'm not studying it anymore, but I've been studying Japanese for a long time. I got accepted into Korea before even having my interview for Japan. To play it safe, I just chose Korea. Okay, let's start with the beginning. Okay, so I arrived there like a week before the orientation started because I wanted to like explore the city a little bit, but I ended up having an immense culture shock, I guess. I've always lived with my parents, so it was like, wow, I'm not with my parents anymore. I'm all alone here in this foreign country. I don't even speak the language very well. And I lived in a dormitory, which made it very hard for me as well to get adjusted because the dormitory was on a hill. It was just not fun, okay? I had like a lot of troubles getting adjusted. Eventually, I guess that is the same for everyone. I heard from my friends that they were struggling a lot as well. So you shouldn't be like afraid of that. I guess that is just part of the life. And whenever you change something about your environment or just anything about in your life, you're always gonna be like, oh my god, what is that in the beginning? But then eventually you'll get used to it, and that is what happened to me as well. Moving on to the classes that I had there, I took 4 classes at KU, 3 business classes and 1 Korean class. So I took operations management and organizational behavior because I was able to transfer the credits to my home university. And then I also took intermediate accounting, which this class, like, it was every Friday, and I was not able to travel a lot because of that class, because I always had classes on Friday, whereas my friends, they were smarter than me and they didn't have classes on Friday, so they could always like go on day trips or weekend trips, whatever, but I never was able to do that. And also my classes were just spread out throughout the week. Like, I had classes in the morning and classes in the afternoon. I highly recommend you do not do that. Please don't spread out your classes. You're gonna do yourself a very huge favor if you don't. But yeah, anyway, I also had Korean classes. I had the basic Korean classes. Like, I know there's like also an intense one, but man, that was too intense for me. But it was like super fun. My teacher was so fun, and like the girls who were sitting next to me, we became like friends throughout the semester, and it was just so much fun with them. I really enjoyed that class the most, I guess. Overall though, I think the classes in KU are not that hard, especially they're going very easy on exchange students. At least that's what I heard. And I mean, yeah, I can kind of confirm that. You know, be very mindful of what classes you want to pick and what classes you want to choose. Again, that depends on every person, and you can do what you would like, but that is just my suggestion. Okay, so now I want to talk about making friends there, because I know a lot of people are struggling with this, or a lot of people are afraid of like making friends or talking to like strangers, I guess. I mean, I was like that too. But I'm here to tell you that all the bigger universities, especially the Sky universities, they have like a very great buddy program. So all the exchange students are getting divided into different groups, and each group has a designated amount of Korean buddies, which are honestly helping you with everything. Also, they host a lot of events so that you can like get to know each other more and connect with more people. The cool thing about that is that not only will you get to know more exchange students from different kinds of culture, but since the buddies there are actual Korean students who study in the university, they are very familiar obviously with the culture, so they will teach you a lot about their culture, which is very interesting. Each week they will host like different kinds of events. Every week we would go eat lunch together as a group. Another day we would go out drinking, and then on weekends, I guess there's like more activities. I highly encourage you to take part in those activities, especially if you're struggling with like getting to know people. And if you are a social awkward person just like I am, just a tip, if you go to the drinking events, that's when you form the best connections. I'm not saying you should drink a lot, but I'm just saying that that's when you form the best relationships, or at least that's when you get to know the most fun people. But nevertheless, you should not be afraid to like talk to people yourself. Speaking for the exchange students, it is very easy to approach them. So I would suggest you try to speak to as many people as you can, especially in the beginning, because that is when people don't really know each other, and most of the people are very open to like finding new friends, because obviously they're in the same position as you, and most of the time if you talk to them first, they will be very grateful that you actually did. Honestly, that's how I met some of my friends as well, and after that they told me, oh, you know, it was very nice that you talked first, because I was like kind of afraid to talk to people. It is a little bit more difficult. I mean, at least it was a little bit more difficult for me to talk to like actual Korean students. I can't speak Korean a lot. Like, I just know the very basics, so I guess that was part of the reason why I was not able to like find a lot of like Korean friends, but that is fine as well. I guess if you can speak the language better than I can, it is very easy, I think, to just find Korean friends. And also I think there's a lot of apps you can use, like language exchange apps, but I guess there's like Hello Talk. I heard about that, but I don't know if it works. I heard about the app called Meave. My roommate actually told me about it, and she like made some very good friends from this app, I believe, as well. She had a nice energy, and she like attracted a lot of nice people, I feel like, whereas when I would use those kind of apps, I would just attract totally weird people. I don't know why. I think that's personally just the vibe that I get out. I guess it's just my problem. I don't know. But additionally, you can also use Tinder. I heard that Tinder there is like more of like a friendship app, or at least that's how it gets advertised, but I feel like it is getting more towards the hookup side rather than friends. But I have to say that I made some very, very good friends through Tinder, which is surprising. Yes, I know. I use Tinder more frequently than I used Meet, so maybe that is why, because I also met a lot of weird people from Tinder. So, you know, just be prepared. Before you meet with someone from an app, I would highly recommend you would talk to them at least for a week and get to know them. But yeah, be careful with that and don't fall for tricks. Next thing I want to talk about are things that you can do. I have to say, there's like so many things that you can do in Seoul. Really, really liked is going to cafes. There's like a huge cafe culture in Korea. So many cute cafes, so many themed cafes. Oh my god, I really enjoyed studying in those as well, and I don't know, I love cafes. I'm so sad that there's not a lot of cafes in Germany. Oh my god, if you like K-pop, you're gonna love the cafe culture there. There is so many K-pop cafes, or like events that host events for like K-pop idols when they have their birthday. Yeah, I went crazy. I went to so many K-pop cafes. I counted all the cup holders that I had and it was probably around 100. It is very expensive though, but you get a lot of freebies. It was kind of worth it, and also I collected a lot of cup holders. So wait a second. These are like, I guess half of the cup holders that I have are like, I sold most of them already because I felt like I had just too many, but as you can see, I kind of went crazy and I can go on for days talking about it. I don't want to bore you guys, and I know a lot of people don't like K-pop. I think if you're subscribed to my channel, you should probably like K-pop. Oh my god, if you love BTS, which I'm sure a lot of people do, the BTS cafes were the best ones in my opinion. Like, they gave the most freebies and they were like the nicest in like terms of decorating and just hosting events and everything. I've been to every cafe for each member except for Suga or Yoongi, because I think his birthday was around the time I was leaving, so I didn't have time. But my friends were really into BTS and it kind of got me like dragged into the fandom a little bit, I'm not gonna lie. Along with cafes, there's so many restaurants, so many different kinds of restaurants. I used to eat out every day. My wallet did not like it. My weight did not like it. I gained so much weight, I lost so much money, but I also gained a lot of happiness, so that was fine as well for me. But there's obviously a lot more things that you can do. There's a lot of like exhibitions you can go to, a lot of fairs. If you're into drawing, I would highly recommend you go into the one of the drawing or stationery fairs that they have, or if you like stationery. If you like cute things and if you are really into art, I would highly recommend you like check out some of the prop shops that they have. They're so cute and they have like a lot of cute props that you can buy. It is just so easy to spend so much money, so you should be careful about that, because that's what I did, and no, that was not a good choice. Moving on to the more juicy part, I guess, or not really, and that is partying and clubbing and, you know, just drinking in Seoul. I mainly only went to Hongdae to party. I went drinking in Gangnam and I also went to Itaewon a few times, I guess, but my main area was Hongdae, so that is where I know every single street. I know all the bars, or not all the bars, but like most of them. I know the clubs. Like, there's like a street in Hongdae where you can go clubbing, and I'm sure if you watched any other kind of videos on YouTube, or if you go there, you know what street I'm talking about. I forgot the name. That is like where all the main clubs are, and a lot of famous clubs are there as well. Like NB2, I guess that is like a very famous club, or Sinkhole. I kind of went crazy a little bit, not a little bit actually. I went partying a lot. I went every week at least once. I also drank a lot. Yeah, I don't know. I mean, I don't regret it. I don't drink a lot here in Germany because it's also very expensive here, but I feel like alcohol there is very cheap, but also it is very mild, I feel like, unless you want to chug a whole bottle of soju, which I did once and it was not great. So in Korea, alongside with all the bars that they have, there's also a lot of like surchips, which are basically drinking places. Those are the places you see a lot in Korean dramas when they go drinking soju or something, and then you can just like eat something beside and just drink. And probably not the healthiest thing that you can do, but it is definitely worth the experience, I would say. Just if you go partying, there's a lot of things that you can do, but on the flip side, you also have to be very, very careful. I know Korea is a very safe country, but that should not make you believe that you don't have to be careful, because you still have to watch out for your drinks, you still have to watch out for your stuff and everything. You know, don't think everyone is a nice person, because that's not what they are. And I guess that is like the same in every country. And in Korea, especially because the media, K-dramas and K-pop stars, you tend to think that they're like very innocent, they would never do such things. But you know, we've seen in the past that there have been some incidents where, you know, people are getting taken advantage of, and yeah, be careful about that. With that being said, we're at the end of the video. Finally, I am very thankful and you made it to the end of the video. If you want to see more kinds of content like this, please let me know. I hope you got kind of like an idea of what it is like, or at least what it was like for me as an exchange student in Korea. I really enjoyed my experience there. Thank you so much for watching up until this point. You're truly one of my only few people and ultimate loyal subscribers, so shout out to you. Thanks, and I'll see you in my next video. Bye, see you soon.